It's about that time. King James is spoken, right? This has been a long time coming from, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And this is, kind of personal because he's attacked LeBron multiple times, man. Talked about him because of celebration dance and all of this stuff, like dudes going out and having fun and, doing his own thing. And he trying to tell them what legends or goats don't do and all of this stuff. Like Kobe did the same. The dance came from Kobe, right? But nobody said nothing then. And nobody's going to say nothing because, we know Kobe's his fate, his tragic passing. But, then talking about LeBron, he criticized him for not getting on players. And that's one of the main things that's really turned me off about Kareem. He has a lot to say about a lot of shit, man, and a lot of just horrible takes, man. Horrible takes, doesn't mind his own business. I want to believe, is he senile or I don't know what it is, but yeah, man, he's turned me all the way off from him. And apparently, you see, LeBron could give a damn about him. Usually, people don't have responses, especially the legends like that. And of course, LeBron's about to pass Kareem on the all-time scoring list. So usually there's some respect and reflect on the legend's career and anything like that. But LeBron ain't got no words for you because you come out, you talk crazy about him, talked about him. You talked about him, a lot of times LeBron is, I don't want to say speaking out of turn, but the way, when it comes to political issues and stuff like that, he doesn't have all of the information. And he makes the wrong, takes the wrong side at sometimes, right? But then, when he plays it the right way and says, he wants people, when it comes to everybody getting the jab, and he wants everybody to make the right decision of what feels good, Kareem criticizes him, saying what he did was irresponsible. But what you want him to go in there and try to demonize everybody who's not getting it like you? But you're the same fool that's sitting up there and you're on the whole abortion rights thing. See, Kareem is a leftist. Kareem is he's a leftist shield, man. But he's on the whole, it's women's bodies and, the states can't make that decision and stuff like that. Screw the fact that you're dealing with another life. You know what I'm saying? None of that matters. But yeah, it's women's bodies and nobody has, they have autonomy. That's the side that Kareem takes. But he wants the state to go and enforce something that nobody knows where it came from. It also, there's the possibility, there's enough evidence out here, so many stories, there's always the possibility of being damaged from it. There's always the possibility, and you're putting this in, and it's permanent. It's permanent, and you don't know what it is. You're dealing with something where you don't know where it came from. The stuff that's being put in the same media that y'all say is legitimate, they're questioning the stuff. They're questioning the origins and stuff like that. But it's not it's not getting it's not getting a lot of attention. They're just glossing right over it, kind of like they did with Jeffrey Epstein. But you want to force people. And you keep calling out people, talking crazy about Kyrie Irving. You recently talked about Kyrie Irving and because he shared the Alex Jones video. And Alex Jones is a nutcase, but that doesn't mean everything that Alex Jones says is a lie. Think of how, because it's a video about the New World Order and stuff like that they implement and that could take people's rights. If you look at it the correct way, if you're able to process it the correct way and stop following the shit that you hear on television, you'll be able to understand that. There's validity to that. And not only that, the New World Order, they talk about a New World Order all the time. Your presidents from Biden to George Bush International leaders, they say it over and over again. There was just a conference dealing with it, with the World Economic Forum, and that was the topic. So it's not some lunatic conspiracy theory. Now, I don't know if Kyrie can relay all of that information like that, but the shit is real. It just, because you don't know it doesn't mean it's fake. But you want to go attacking everybody, calling them a complete, a comical buffoon, and nobody has respect for you. And I thought you stood for something because you came from that era when you went from Lou Alcindor to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, became a Muslim, something that wasn't accepted, and the stuff that came with it. And you stood with Muhammad Ali when they came down on him for not being drafted because it went against his religion and stuff like that. I thought you stood for something. But you're weak. You're weak. I'm going to chalk it up to you just being senile and past your time, and you don't know where you're at. You're no leader. You're nobody to listen to nowadays. Dick Gregory was a great man. Dick Gregory was great, even dealing with his health and everything, all the way up to the day he passed. He dropped knowledge. He dropped jewels. His mind remained sharp. Louis Farrakhan also. I may not agree with everything Farrakhan says, but for the most part, he's on point. Sharp man. Sharp man. So, you go sit down somewhere. We got no respect for you. LeBron James doesn't either. And that should say something. But, are you willing to have that conversation with him? Or are you going to sit around and sit on your see, me, I may be on the internet or whatnot, but I'm willing to have a conversation up front with anybody who doesn't agree with me. I have that conversation. Are you willing to have that conversation, or are you going to stay from afar and keep the distance and keep the wedge between y'all? When y'all both sit at the 1 and 2 position as far as, total points scored in NBA history. But it's just a game at the end of the day, Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. It's the Grit Culture. I'll holler at y'all later.